Hey friends, welcome back to the channel. Today's lesson is how to move your pentatonic minor shapes into different keys, okay? So obviously we're just going to move the root notes for each shape. But a lot of people, that I talk to say that they rely on finding the first shape and knowing that shape 5 is behind shape 1 and shape 2 is ahead of shape 1. That's okay. You can do it that way as well. But if you you start moving the root notes around for those shapes, okay? So shape 1's root note is easy to move around. It's the first note you play in the shape, okay? So you have to familiarize yourself with what the notes are on your low E string, okay? If you want to move shape 1 around in different keys, of course, you're going to have to know what notes you're moving to, okay? So if you have your A in your 5th fret, you move your first finger to 7th fret, you become B minor pentatonic. Okay, now the other shapes, sometimes the root notes are not the first note you play in the scale, okay? For example, shape 3 of A minor, the root note is on the 12th fret of the A string, but it's played with your 3rd finger. So when you play that shape, your root note now is your 3rd finger on the A string. So if you want to take that shape 3 pentatonic minor shape and move it into a key really quick, well, you slide this finger, okay? Not this finger. You slide this finger. Say you slide it down to the 7th fret. That puts you in the key of E minor pentatonic, shape 3. It allows you to take that shape that you already know, move it down to a different area of the neck and play it in a different key, okay? So by bringing it down to the 7th fret, it gives you your area of the neck that you're going to play that shape in. Okay, same idea if I want to take shape 4. So I know all my shapes in A minor, so I'll go up here to give you the example. Shape 4 of A minor is 12, 15, 12, 15, 12, 14, 12, 14, 13, 15, and 12, 15. Well, my root note now in this shape is not on my 3rd finger anymore. It's on my 1st finger, but it's still on the 12th fret, but I'm going to move that finger into a different key, okay? So I'm going to use this finger for my guide. I want to take pentatonic minor shape 4 and move it, say, to the key of D minor. Well, that's where I'm going to need to know the notes on my A string, okay? So I know that the 5th fret is a D note, so if I take that shape, take that finger, move it down to the 5th fret, and play shape 4 here, well, it's shape 4 of D minor. And that's how you move your pentatonic minor shapes around, okay? Okay, say now I want to take some shapes. Okay, we're in the key of E minor here. So I want to start with my 3rd shape of E minor pentatonic. So I already know my 3rd shape, what it looks like. I've learned it in the key of A minor. I know my root note here is on the 12th fret. That's my A note. So I'm going to take my 3rd finger. I'm going to slide it down to the 7th fret, which I know is an E note. That gives me my 3rd shape of E minor pentatonic. It gives me my area of the neck where I need to play. Okay, so now that I know where I'm at, I know that shape 4 is in front of shape 3, okay? Now I'm in shape 4 here. Okay, so just on these few strings here. Okay. Now I'm going to go into shape 5. So shape 5 is going to give me that 12th fret here, okay? So I'm just going to look at your shapes again. So shape 5 would have been here on your 10, 12, 10, 10, 10, 12, 10, 12, 9, 12, 9, 12, and 10, 12, 10, 12, right? So while I'm connecting all of these shapes, shapes 3, 4, and 5, it looks like this. 10th fret. I can end there if I like, or I might slide up and get into my shape 1 here if I like, okay? might just go back, sneak myself back into shape 5 here. So I slid back in behind shape 1, grab that root note here on the 12th fret, okay? Okay, so that's connecting shapes together. It allows you to move around your fretboard more, right, when you connect all your shapes together, okay? Okay, friends, so yeah, take your shapes and move your root notes around. So shape 1, you know your root note is your first finger. Shape 3, your root note is on your A string with your third finger. Shape 4 is on the A string with your first finger. Shape 5, for example, would be on your low E with your third finger, okay? So if you want to move shape 5 around instantly to different keys, you take your third finger and you move that around on your low E string. So if I go right up to the B note, 7th fret of my low E string with my third finger, it gives me shape 5 of B minor pentatonic. Okay, and so on, okay? So take all of your 5 pentatonic minor shapes, find out where your root notes are, and try moving them into different keys instead of relying on finding shape 1 and knowing that shape 2 is ahead of shape 1 and shape 5 is ahead of shape or behind shape 1. That's okay. You can do that if you like, but this is a lot faster to move these shapes into different keys, okay, guys? All right, guys, have a great day, and thanks for watching this lesson, and we'll see you at the next lesson.